Hi guys, this is Roscoe and here we have the Hot Toys Iron Man Mark 1 version 2.0. Alright, first let's go take a look at the box. If any of you guys are familiar with the first version, you'll see it looks very similar. However, this has a slipcover design, whereas the older one had a fold-out magnetic book cover. So there's a bit of difference there, but they've kept in the same theme, showing the Mark 1 armour, like the scrap metal that Tony makes a suit out of, or out of all of his weapons when held in captivity. As you can see, it's a sideshow exclusive, which comes with an extra accessory, which I'll talk about shortly. You have all the numerous stencil cutouts, so you can see the features of the inner box. And the metal was very reflective for the look of the box, so it gives it that quite realistic look. So it looks quite nice. Alright, here we have the inner box that slides out. Got a nice tone to it, nice aged sort of weathered look. Got the Mark 1 heading, which you can see through the slipcover. That's one of the sections that's cut out. And as you can see these Stark stamps, which are all over the crates that the Afghan soldiers have stolen. This one has a magnetic opening. So open that up, you've got the window that shows you the figure, and you've got the credits on the inside of this box. Cast and crew. As you can see inside, it has heaps of plastic and foam pieces. So you can imagine this is probably quite a fragile piece in certain areas. So they've really wrapped it up. Took a while to actually unwrap all the plastic and take the foam pieces off this. So you can't hold that against them, but it's just a little bit annoying trying to undo everything. But at least it arrived safely. And they've continued to use the cable ties that they used on the last Mark 1 as well. On the back, you've just got your warning. So overall, very nice packaging. Still pretty solid like the first version, but just a different style. Alright, accessories. Here we have the usual Hot Toys instruction manual. We have spare hand pegs, 2 extra hands. I'm using the relaxed hands on my figure at the moment. And here we have the 2 clench fists. The left hand side has the metal armour plate on it, whereas this one's just the glove. You get this awesome flame effect. Doesn't light up, it's just a piece of plastic. And you see it has the little plastic ring here where you take the hand off, slide it over the hand peg and click the hand back in. So it looks like he's using his built-in flamethrowers. So that's a very good accessory. Something we didn't get on the first version. Something extra. I would like to have 2, but it wouldn't be too hard to go and get another one from eBay. Because I think he does fire him from both arms. But overall it's good that we've got that. And I have the exclusive, which I got through a sideshow, and that comes with the Mark 1 hologram. Usually when you pick up an Iron Man figure or any type of exclusive Iron Man figure, you get a hologram of some sort. And this is what we got for this one. So something special. I don't think I'll use it for anything, but it's just cool to have. Alright, you get this awesome display stand. It doesn't have a label on it, which I'm a bit disappointed about. Would have liked it to say Mark 1. We didn't get the traditional Hot Toys stand, which I would have liked so it could match the rest of the set, or the rest of the marks that I have, just like the first one did. But it's still cool. You've got all the sort of used up weapons and ones that didn't explode or been lying around. Got like a chest there. And the overall colour of the base looks really good. Lots of different tones and colours. So it's nice that they've included a theme base, but a standard stand would have been nice. And here we have the figure. Very happy to finally have this in the collection. It's proved to be a very elusive figure for me. I did pick it up, or the original up, probably about 9 months ago, maybe a year ago, and I paid an absolute packet for it, only to find out that they were releasing a new version, or this version, 2 days after I purchased one. So I was really annoyed that I let it go initially and didn't pick it up, but then I had to pay for it after market price and find out there was a new one on its way. So I wasn't too happy, but then when I eventually received it, I'm not sure if this has the same piece, I think it will. This piece here on the original version was missing when the seller badged it as brand new. So I complained and said that it's not brand new, something's happened, and I was able to get a refund. So I was very lucky, to say the least. Not that the first Mark 1 is anything wrong with it, it's a very nice figure still, but yeah, wasn't too keen on actually buying 2 of these particular figures, even though he's absolutely awesome and extremely detailed. Would prefer the newer model, and luckily that's what I've been able to do. So once again, I was quite lucky with that. Now, to me it appears they've improved this suit quite a bit. There's a lot more highlights. It looks more like steel or metal than the first one did. The first one to me seemed a little bit plastic look, have sort of like a plastic look to it. This one's sort of moving more towards a metal look. I think just the change of tones has helped with that, with the upgrade in paint. Still has the amazing amount of detail that the first one had. You can see there, look at all the components. A lot's gone into creating this figure. A lot of time to assemble each one. All the different cables and cords, and obviously this has had to fit over a true type body as well. As you can see, you got the clothing he wears in the film underneath. Got all that sort of paint work that we see in the film. So the movie accuracy of this figure is excellent and still able to be articulated quite well. It's not the best, obviously, but given the bulk of the suit, but you can pretty much do what you need to do with it. Here we have the mask, which the first one I felt was a little bit inferior compared to this. Here we have the head sculpt. Much better than the first version. Looks more like Robert Downey Jr. in his sort of burnt out look, or captive look there. The first one was okay for its time, but looking back it does look quite plastic and unrealistic, whereas this one's a huge improvement. And it just flips down and assembles just like the first one. I think this one's slightly smaller than the original. Not sure why that is. Maybe they've changed the scale or improved it. This one seems to look quite to scale with all the other figures in the collection. Has a sort of normal sized body underneath, so I'm assuming they've fitted the armour to a normal sized body. Perhaps the first one was a little too large and bit out of scale. So that's another thing they've fixed up if that's the case. You can see here all the detail on that, the paintwork and all the different things he's used to put the suit together. Just even in the back of the legs, just cables everywhere. This part here moves, the flap at the back. And under here, this section here, there's a twist sort of section where you twist and pull out, and that holds 3 cell batteries to use the light up function. Now once you first get that, you've got to pull it out. You have to remove a bit of plastic that surrounds the batteries, and then you've got to pull out a plastic tab so you can actually, the batteries make connection, and then you can switch it on. And the switch on button is this one right here. So we just put that on. Now as you can see, you've got that really accurate light up look within the arm there. Very bright. This is the first time I've really turned it on, so it's got a lot of life in the battery. Look at that there. It's extremely bright. It's just an awesome looking collectible, and I've been waiting a long time for one of these in the collection. Now if you haven't yet got this, guys, it's still available on Sideshow's website and lots of other retailers, so I'm assuming Hot Toys have made quite a few of these. Now's your chance to pick it up. If you missed out the first time and you're still waiting, don't make the same mistake again. This piece, or the original piece, skyrocketed to $900 to $1,000 before the word got out this was being re-released. So if past price is anything to go on, this could do the same. And this will be the one that everyone wants, being the newer model and the improved version. So, couldn't recommend it enough. It's extremely detailed, probably the most detailed of all the Iron Man armours. And if you're still unsure, just watch the film again. I'm sure it will convince you to go and get it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this review and look at the Iron Man Mark 1 2.0. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.